Hello and welcome to the subject briefing for IGCSE English as a Second Language here at Sekolah Tinggi Perempuan Raja Isteri. Please take note that the syllabus and format described in this video is for exam in 2024. My name is Miss Joanna, and here's a big hello from some of my students from class 2019 to 2021. Why do we learn English, and more importantly, why do we need to do well in English? First of all, it is the most commonly spoken language of the world, so no matter where you go, you can be confident there's always someone who can understand you. It is based on a simple alphabet that you already know, and it is the main language of many popular movies and music. If you like Squid Game, you will know that you don't need to know Korean in order to understand it because you can easily read the English subtitles. It is also a popular language in social media such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And if you want to make new friends from different places and cultures on social media, English will definitely be very helpful. You can also enjoy great books which have been written in or translated into English. And when you travel the world one day, it will be very useful because it is the official language of 53 countries and spoken in many, many more. There will also be more opportunities for higher study or training. And it increases your chance of getting a good paying job. And finally, be international. It is just so cool to know more than one language. Don't you think? The best way to learn a skill is to use it regularly and consistently, and the same goes for learning a language. In this course, you will build communication skills in reading, writing, listening, and speaking. You will read a variety of texts that will build up your skills in reading and writing. You will learn to find and select relevant information. You will understand what is directly stated and what is implied, meaning what is not directly stated. You will write for different purposes and audiences. You will listen to and understand different spoken material, including talks and conversations. And you will learn to speak confidently on different topics and respond to different situations and audiences. In this course, you will be doing lots of different activities, sometimes on your own, sometimes in a group. Working together and learning together can be a lot of fun, even if it means disagreeing with each other sometimes. In this course, we also try to use technology to make our learning more interesting and enjoyable. Here, the students are reading a very well-loved book, Roald Dahl's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, on their devices. This is because at the end of the day, you are not just learning English, you are learning about the world through English. Now let's look at the key components of the exam that you will sit for at the end of Year 11. This is a 3-year course which will run from Year 9 to Year 11, and students will be assessed in the 4 main language skills. Firstly, reading and writing in Paper 1, which carries 60 marks and the exam lasts 2 hours. Next, we have listening in Paper 2, which carries 40 marks and the exam lasts 50 minutes. And finally, speaking in Paper 3, which carries 40 marks and the exam lasts 15 minutes. How the course is split is very closely related to how the exam is split. Reading and writing makes up 50% of our course, with listening taking up 25%, and speaking 25%. Ultimately, it is your time management that will determine your success in the course. Now let's look at how each paper looks like. Paper 1 tests you on your reading and writing skills. This exam lasts 2 hours and carries 60 marks. In order to do well in Paper 1, you will have to read widely in English both in class and at home. You will read many kinds of text types on a variety of topics. Article, email, blog, review, essay, conversation, monologue, report, interview, dialogue, notice, and leaflet. You will also learn how to identify and understand factual information, ideas, and arguments in different kinds of texts. You will learn how to identify and understand ideas, opinions, and attitudes in different kinds of texts. You will learn how to understand what is not directly stated. You will learn how to select relevant details when reading for a specific purpose. Reading is a lot of fun if you have the right book. In this course, you will learn to pick different materials that will be fun and informative and help you in your learning. In Paper 1, the first 4 questions test you on your reading skills. The first exercise is a comprehension question. You will read a text of 400 to 450 words long. The text may include facts, opinions, ideas, and attitudes. You will then answer 6 questions with short responses. The challenge here is, can you understand the question and what it is looking for? And can you find the required information? This is an example of what exercise 1 looks like. Exercise 2 is a multiple matching question. You will read a text of about 600 words long, divided into up to 5 sections or up to 5 short related texts. You will then answer questions by choosing the text which has the relevant information or idea. The challenge here is, can you understand the question and what it is looking for? Can you find the required information? And can you understand what is implied and not directly said? This is an example of what exercise 2 looks like. Exercise 3 is a note-making question. You will read a text of 400 to 500 words, and you will make short notes from the text based on the given headings. The challenge here is, can you find the information required? And can you make short notes using the information required? This is an example of what exercise 3 looks like. Exercise 4 is a multiple choice question. You will read a text of 550 to 600 words long and answer 6 multiple choice questions. The challenge here is, can you understand the question and what it is looking for? And can you understand what is implied and not directly said? This is an example of what exercise 4 looks like. The next part of Paper 1 focuses on writing. To do well, you will have to write for different purposes and for different audiences, namely article, email, report, review, and essay. In this course, you will learn how to use appropriate language and format for each type of writing, the purpose and audience for each type of writing, and how to plan and edit your writing. Writing is not just putting words on paper. A good piece of writing involves a lot of planning beforehand and a lot of editing afterwards. The last two questions in paper 1 tests your informal and formal writing skills. Exercise 5 is an informal email writing question. You are given a scenario and have to write an informal email, usually to a friend, in about 120 to 160 words. You will have to consider all the required details, the correct format, and the correct language and a good range of vocabulary to use. This is an example of what exercise 5 looks like. The challenge is, can you create a story on the given scenario? Can you describe the details required by the question? And can you use correct English and a good range of vocabulary in your writing? The last question of paper 1 is a formal or semi-formal article, report, or review writing question. You are given a scenario and have to write a formal or semi-formal piece of writing about it in about 120 to 160 words. You will have to consider the format of the writing, the purpose of the writing, and the audience. And this is an example of what exercise 6 looks like. Next, let us look at the listening paper. This paper lasts 50 minutes and carries 40 marks. In this course, you will learn how to listen for specific information, understand different international accents, understand differences in written and spoken language, understand speakers' ideas, opinions, and attitudes, and understand what is implied but not directly stated. This paper tests you on your ability to listen for specific details and general understanding. You will listen to 5 exercises of short and longer texts. For each exercise, you will answer multiple choice style questions. The challenge is, can you understand what is being said, and can you pick out relevant details from what you hear? Sound easy enough? Well, this is usually the hardest paper to pass. Moving on to paper 3, which is a speaking test lasting 15 minutes and carries 40 marks. In this course, you will learn how to speak in a range of different situations and for different purposes, including short conversations. You will learn to express your opinions and ideas, and you will learn to give short talks on a range of topics. The speaking exam is conducted on a one-to-one basis, and there are 3 parts to the exam. You will take part in an interview, a short talk, and a discussion. The challenge here is, can you speak grammatical English with clear and correct pronunciation? Can you develop the ideas discussed and keep the conversation going easily? Practice is key. Speak it every day. Being able to speak and understand different languages, especially an international one like English, is a pretty impressive skill. To end this subject briefing today, learning a language is not something you can do in one night or 1 week. That is why this is a 3-year course. I look forward to meeting you all. Thank you very much for your time and attention. Stay safe.